Well, hello there, everybody. This is a great day for baseball here on the West Coast. This is a game between the Oakland Athletics. They will be hosting the Miami Marlins, Game 2 of their series. As you can see, the updated standings here in the Tenacious Baseball League version 2.0 2016 season. Pittsburgh suffered their first loss. They're still top of the league, but they're at 4-1 now. Miami sits half a game behind them, 3-1. They will play their fifth game in this one. Oakland is a game behind Miami. They're at 2-2. At the moment, they are on the outside of the playoffs looking in, but it is very, very early. We have 54 games in the season, and so they will both be looking for a victory here. Your pitchers for this game, they will be going back to the top of their rotation, each of them. It'll be Rich Hill for the home team, the Oakland Athletics, while the road team, the Miami Marlins, will have Jose Fernandez going for them. Jose Fernandez, at the moment, he is 1-0 with a 0 ERA. He gave up no runs in 8 2/3 innings pitched in his first outing for hitter. That was against the Baltimore Orioles. While Rich Hill, in contrast, he is he is 0-1. He lost his first game. That was against drawing a blank now. Maybe the Tigers. I believe it was against the Tigers. He lost a game. He went 6 2/3 inning in that game, but he gave up 3 earned runs on 7 hits. He's got a 4.05 ERA in this going into this game. So that's what the scoop is. We will get going here. It's a kind of an average night here in the Bay Area, and so Rich Hill is on the mound taking his warm-up tosses. The Marlins lineup for this game: D. Gordon at second, Edeni Hechavarria shortstop, Yelich in left, Ozuna center field, Giancarlo Stanton injured for 3 games. So, okay. Ozuna in center. As I said, Stanton's got a 3-game injury, so he'll be out for the series, the rest of the series, and the first game of the next. Suzuki will be taking his place in right field. I forgot to mention Real Muto catching, Suzuki in right, Prado at third base. Miguel Rojas will get the start at first, and Jose Fernandez pitching. They will face Rich Hill, the lefty. So here's D. Gordon to lead off. And like I said, average, so 8s on the ballpark singles and 4s on the ballpark home runs. So against a lefty, that'll be a foul out, tall pop-up, and catching that will be Danny Valencia. 1 out. Hechavarria. And against a righty, that is a strikeout. Second out of the inning, and I got to check, see if and 6-6 is no problem as far as injury goes. So Yelich will be next with 2 outs, and he is able to coax out a base on balls. They're not going to hold him on with a 0 hold. He's going to Yelich will see if he can get a good lead. He does not. So Ozuna, runner at first, 2 outs against a righty, and Rich Hill strikes him out, retires the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left, and we will go to Oakland's half of the first. It'll be Jose Fernandez out there pitching for the Marlins, and the order for the Oakland Athletics: Valencia at third, Coco Crisp center field, Josh Reddick in right, Chris Davis in left, Yonder Alonso first, Semien at shortstop, Vogt catching, Lowry second base, and Rich Hill pitching. Facing the righty, Jose Fernandez. He struck out a bunch in his first game, but he will give up a single to the leadoff hitter. That's Valencia. Valencia with a .294 average going into this game, and he's going to raise that a little bit here. They will not hold Valencia on. Here is Coco Crisp. And he swings and misses. That'll be a strikeout. With 1 out, here is Josh Reddick. Another strikeout for Fernandez. He is starting to warm up here a bit. Valencia is going to try to grab a lead against Fernandez. And barring a miracle, that's going to be caught by on the ground there by Prado, and he throws to first, and Fernandez threw that inning, or threw 1, no score. It's going to be Real Muto facing Rich Hill. Start the second. And the pitch. And Rich Hill may be injured again. He came back after a couple games off, but this is a potential injury here. Strikes out. Oh, wrong part of the card here. All right, Real Muto gone. We're gonna have to roll these 2 guys here and see what the deal is. Now he will be able to stay in for as long as the and so that also another thing just to mention here going forward, any more rolls of that for a pitcher after he has hit injury and he is able to stay in the game, they are nullified. So or I guess the other way I could do it is if it hits it again, then he does have to come out. So, but in this case he can stay in. But so Rich Hill, he starts 14 games on this card. I don't think that is well, that's a 15-game DL stint, and I don't think that is accurate for his season. So let's do a quick check here. Take a moment to look. He was traded mid-season, so that's the reason. So he pitched 20 games. So 20 games means that the maximum injury is 30, so he can still be injured for 15. So Rich Hill will be on the DL for a 15-game stint. And so he will be able to stay in until either he hits another 6-9 or until the manager takes him out. So Suzuki, I guess I didn't need to roll the D20 there. Fly ball to center. 2 outs. And Prado, it's a walk. Hi, Tribe fan. Yes, that was that. I knew that he was traded. I just didn't know how many games he started and if that would preclude him from missing 15 games. So Prado, they'll play this straight up. They know that they think that maybe and not only that, they don't mind facing Rojas here with Hill. So Prado at second base. That'll be a single with 1 star. Moving up to second, Prado. So 2 outs, first and second. It's going to be Jose Fernandez at the plate. He can hold his own at the plate here. Against a righty, ground ball back to Hill. 2E38. 2 and 15. I guess this is one I got to check because I'm not as familiar with the pitcher's card. That is a G1. Now, 13 on an E38. And that is an error. That's going to load the bases. 1 base error. Hill not helping his own cause in this one. So it's going to bring up D. Gordon with a chance to maybe open this game up a bit. Here it is, Gordon against Hill. And there you go. Oh, wait, no. Oh, boy, that's... How unfortunate is that? That is a clutch, an anti-clutch roll, and that will be a line or a pop out to the shortstop, and that will end it. So runner or runners in scoring position with 2 outs. The Omega chances change over from either single to pop out or pop out to single. So Rich Hill works out of that. The crowd here at Oakland Coliseum happy with that particular result. And so Alonso against Fernandez. Fernandez gave up a leadoff single last inning, but that's just another strikeout. 3 for him. One out. Semien. Another strikeout. 2 outs against the righty. And that should be a good play. Let's double check the 16. Oh, yeah. So 3 up and 3 down. A little less of a labored inning than Hill had in the second, but we're still tied at nils. Now, a Miami fan might argue about me leaving Hill in here until the end of the game. It's just my own preference. I actually considered just saying that any pitcher would be left in the game till the end, but that's why I decided to make that roll. I feel like it adds a little bit of realism. 110 ground ball to short. Semien makes the play. Christian Yelich now at the plate. That'll be a ballpark single, 1-8. Got to roll D20 for that one. And he gets it. On base twice, Yelich. And here is Marcell Ozuna. Guy's got some pop occasionally. Against a righty. Ground ball to second base. This could be 2, although Ozuna, they weren't holding Yelich, so it's still 4E12. And that's going to be a single as Lowry will not be able to get to that with a 4 range. Two base advance and a 10 with an E12. There should not be any error with that. Yes. So, first and third with 1 out. Thought maybe they would. Third, 1 away. They're going to play back, looking for 2. Strikes him out. That is the 4th strikeout for Hill. And now it's Ichiro's turn. 0 for 1. Ground ball to short. This is going to be Semi in 3 E22. It's Ozuna first, not being held on. So 3 E22. 14, and then a rare play. 3 and 14 is a G2, and then the rare play deflects off the pitcher to the fielder who makes the play to first for the out. Okay, so 1-6-3, that will do it. Hopefully I can remember that's not a double play. No runs, 2 hits. Rich Hill living dangerously. Pretty sure that Tabletop Baseball will be on, Tabletop Earl, rather, will be on the Tabletop Baseball channel a little later for a game of his own. So stay tuned for that. Trying to get this out of the way now. Lowry grounds out to second for the first out. Brings up the pitcher. This is Hill against Fernandez. So he's batting from the left side and he draws a walk. By virtue of being a lefty, he gets a walk there, and it's going to be Valencia at the plate. And against a righty, it's got a good chance of being a single here, and it'll be first and second. Yes, sir. Needed a 1-17. He got 11. Up to second moves Hill, and here is Coco Crisp with 1 out. And we have to re-roll this die because it was leaning. We don't need to worry about the D20. And against a lefty, 5-9, and this is going to potentially be a home run. 1-4 would do it. It'll be a double otherwise, and there will be at least 1 run scoring on the play. That is a double for Crisp. Finds the sweet spot there in the outfield. In comes Hill, and that'll be 1-0. And now it's Valencia who is steaming around third. With 1 out, he's gonna put on the brakes and leave it to Josh Reddick. 1-0 Oakland. Here in the third, here is Reddick with runners at second and third, and 1 out. And there is a single that will score Valencia. And up to third will move Crisp. RBI for Reddick, 1 for 2 on the day. And here is Chris Davis. First and third, Reddick is, they're going to have to hold him on. He's going to try to get a lead here and try to take second. Fernandez, -4. Boy, I don't know if we're going to do that, actually. Fernandez, is he a 0 injury guy, by the way? 1. So if he, let's see, Reddick 17, -4, -1 to 11 chance. With runner at third and 1 out, they're going to take their chances with a double play ball. There we go. 1 on the D20. Would have been a strikeout otherwise, but the 1 on the D20 means it is a wild pitch chance. 1 to 11 would score Crisp from third. It's a 16, so it will not be a wild pitch. It's going to need a roll from Davis here. First and third again. And against a righty, that's a strikeout. So it's up to Yonder Alonso now. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball to second. But they do get 2 runs as Alonso's out is made there at first base. 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2. Top of the 4th, and the A's have a 2-0 lead. Prado will lead off against Hill. Ground ball to second base on the 5-7. That is Lowry, 4E12, not very good. 4 and 4. He gives up another single on the and let's make sure 8 on an E12. No error. But they're definitely lacking in their defense at second base, hey? Here's Rojas. He'll be swinging away here. Against a righty, that's a ground ball to short. Rojas, a righty, means that Semien will not be responsible for the runner at first being held. So it's 3E22. Boy, low ones on the D20. That's not good for... they are going to be able to get... That's a G3. Might mean that he has to throw to first. E22 and 13. No error, but it's going to be the runner advances and 1 out. So Prado to second. Jose Fernandez reached on an error in his first plate appearance. And that is a ground ball to short. Making the play is Semien. The runner cannot advance because it's to the wrong side of the infield. Here's D. Gordon. Lefty-lefty matchup. And that is going to be trouble. That will score a run as he rips a single up the middle. And this time he does come through in a clutch situation. And it's now 2-1. So Gordon at second, or first. Let's see, Rich Hill's a 0. Yeah, oh yeah, he's going to try to get a lead here. But the 11 means he doesn't. They're holding him on 1-11. Because it's a 0 hold rating, and then not the poor lead means that you subtract 4 for being held on. He's going to try to steal, and he just gets in under the tag. Stolen base for Gordon. So Hechavarria has a chance to drive him home now, but he doesn't. That's a ground ball to short. That will end top of the 4th. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. So here we go. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Fernandez does not have the lead. He does have 5 strikeouts thus far, and Semien will lead off this half of the 4th, and that's going to be a strikeout. That's his 6th strikeout. Stephen Vogt. Two strikeouts in a row now. Is he going to do that to the side? Here's Jed Lowry. Batting from the left side. This is going to be a tough play for Miguel Rojas, but he is a 3E15. That might be a, let's see, 3 and 10 is a G2. That's fine, but this 16 on the E15 is, and he gets away with it. on the 15. 16 would have been bad, but 15. The play is made. Say 3-1. Fernandez hanging tough here. Going to the 5th. 2-1. Hill back out there. Hill back on the hill. Here is Yelich. 1-for-1 with a walk as well. But he strikes out this time. Marcell Ozuna. And he squibs a grounder down the line. That will be picked up and tossed by Alonso to Hill for the second out. Here is Real Muto. Boy, that guy went spinning off to the side. That's going to be a double for Real Muto. 2-out double. Can Suzuki come through in a pinch here? Lefty catcher X. That's Vote 3E3. 11. Nope. That's going to be a potential passed ball. But Hill has a 0 wild pitch, so there's no passed ball. Now it's just a matter of whether there is an error or not. 13 on an E3 catcher. No error. That will be a foul ball that Vote catches, and that'll be it for the top of the 5th. Suzuki can't bring the run home, so we will go to the bottom of the 5th with Fernandez back out there to try and keep the game within a run. Hill batting, leading off the inning, and that will be a foul out to Real Muto. 1 out for Valencia. And he's probably going to get a single out of this in the ballpark correction. And sure enough, 3 for 3 for Danny Valencia. A real nice day for him. He will not be held on. Here's Coco Crisp. From the left side, strikes out. That brings up Josh Reddick. So they're not holding Valencia. If he gets a good lead, it would be a 1-to-9 chance. He's going to try to get that lead. If not, he won't steal. Needs a 3. Gets an 8. So no. So here's Reddick. Against a lefty. 1-to-9 would be a single and would make first and second with 2 outs. And he gets it. Wow, that was weird. But he gets it. That brings up Chris Davis. And Fernandez can go to the 6th before he starts getting tired. Davis, he could extend this lead if he gets into one here. That's a 1-6. 1-5 would be a single. Not bloody likely, but you never know. Doesn't get it. Ground ball to short. We'll say 6-4. Fielder's choice. And that will end the 5th. They get 2 hits in the inning, but no runs to show. A lot of singles in this game. A lot of singles. Not too many extra base hits. So, going to the 6th. Prado. Both teams, and there is 6-9 again off Hill. So this is, that will be a strikeout, but that's where he's going to feel a twinge and he is out of there. So this is where his injury rating will begin. they will give the Athletics a chance to get a guy warmed up here. They need to check their bullpen and see who they used in the first game of this series. It's for Hendricks Rodriguez, looks like. We'll go to we're gonna bring in Zepzinski. I think that might be how you say his name. Rich Hill goes 5 1/3 before he is out with an injury. Really, it was only a matter of time, most likely, that he was going to be out of the game. Zepzinski +3, so +3 hold. And his injury rating for the Athletics, actually we'll look off at this guy. He's a 0, so no chance at injury. All right, so Rojas comes in, and he will get up here and face Zepzinski. Against a righty, fly ball to right. That will be caught by Reddick for the second out, and Jose Fernandez, he will hit for himself here. They can feel like he can go another inning. And he rips a single up the middle. And so D. Gordon will come up with 2 outs. Fernandez at first. And the pitch. Against a lefty, 1-17 would be a single. On the 4-7. And it's a 19. That will be a grounder to first base. That'll end the inning. Zepzinski. Scrabble is good. Yeah. That is and if they're kind of hoping that they might be able to get to his hitter's spot here in the inning. Alonso 0 for 2. And he pops it high to Gordon. 1 out. Semien. Singles. Lifts it over the head of the shortstop and into left. And here is Vogt. Whoa. All right, where did you go? Uh-oh. That guy took a little ride. All right, so Semien at first. Fernandez makes it 1-13 chance. Means we've got to check for a wild pitch. 1-11, and it is there. So gets away from Real Muto, and so Vogt will come up with Semien at second and 1 out. Ground ball to third base. Runner will not be able to advance on that. And that is the second out. Jed Lowry. Against Fernandez. 2 outs. Semien at second. Batting from the left side, a strikeout ends the inning. Going to the 7th, they will, a double switch will be made here by the Athletics. You know what? No, it won't be. It won't be a double switch. We're just going to go ahead with actually no, there won't be. They're just going to go with Ryan Dole here in the 7th. So he'll face Hechavarria to start. So here we go. Righty Dole pitching to righty Hechavarria. Mr. Righty strikes him out. They are bringing in Dole maybe a little early. I think he might pitch the 8th in a lot of cases, but they see some really solid hitters coming up here. They want to get him into the action right now. And against a lefty, another strikeout. 2 outs. Marcell Ozuna. One to 2 would be a single. Otherwise, that will be a line out to short. And it's leaning, so we will re-roll. Let's get all the dice out of here. It's leaning again. What in the heck? Let's just do this. There. The way things go sometimes. Boy, I'll tell you what, Dole might be able to pitch another inning, but he hasn't pitched for a couple days. Think about, well, the pitcher spot's coming up, so he will be hit for here. And so so Fernandez, is he gonna go? Yeah, he'll go into the 7th. That's so against a righty, they're going to want a. Well, they're going to start with Mark Canha. He'll pinch hit for Dole. So here we go. The stretch is over. And here is Canha to go up against. He's got a home run on this season. He hit a big one there a couple games ago. Huh. That's weird. And he's hit by a pitch. So no worse for the wear, it looks like. He won't be stealing here. They won't hold him on. Danny Valencia. That's a strikeout. Any more trouble, and I think Fernandez will be gone. They will. Miami's pitching situation, bullpen situation. Gowan, Phillips, Ramos. They're going to get Narveson up in the bullpen. So Coco Crisp, runner at first. Uh-oh. This may be it. Might have left Fernandez in there too long. It's a 2-9. You can see the results. It's... And it friggin' leans again. What is up with this stupid die? Let's roll it off the page. It's gone. You can see that. It is a 4. It is gone, and tried to give Fernandez the chance to win this ball game, but he's going to, if he gets a decision, it's going to be a loss. That will end his his evening. This is a night game. They will go to the bullpen here, the Marlins, and it's going to be Chris Narveson getting a chance. His first opportunity of the season. Fernandez goes 6 1/3. So here we are, Narveson against the lefty Reddick. So Canna scores. He let it off by taking one for the team. He got smoked by a fastball. Maybe Fernandez was unhappy about staying in this game this long, but probably not. Reddick, 1 out. Against a lefty, 1-3 will be a single, otherwise it'll be a line out. No lean this time, line out to, for a lefty, we will say to second base. 2 outs, Chris Davis. That's a ground ball to third. Up with it, Prado throws over to Rojas for the 3rd out, and Narveson closes out that inning. But 4-1, now the score here. Oakland gets the lead with a Coco Crisp home run. Now they will have to go to their bullpen here in the 8th. They pinch hit for Dole. Dole went a full inning. And Oakland Real Muto, Ichiro, and Prado. They're going to go with Sean Doolittle and see if he can bridge them over. Doolittle. Yeah, he's got some injury rating on him. He's a 6, so 6-7 is a problem for him. So here we go. 8th inning. 4-1 game. Lefty Doolittle against righty Real Muto. Then Ichiro, the lefty, and then Prado and Rojas are both righties. So against the lefty Real Muto. And he lifts one high in the air, gets way underneath it. That'll be caught by Vogt, and that'll be the first out. Here is Ichiro Suzuki. Same roll, and that'll be a single.
Mommy can't do this, and I can't.
What? one's messed up. So Suzuki, I was in the midst of trying to decide if he was going to try to steal here. You know what they're going to do? They're going to hit and run with Prado. Although that might not make much sense. Prado is really good against lefties. So it might be better to see if he gets the lead. -4, so that'd be a 1 to 15 chance if he gets a good lead. Needs a 6 on the D. 6s added together. But an 11 is not going to do it. So he will not be stealing. Here's Prado. That's a single. Moving up to third base will be Suzuki, and the Marlins are in business. And Doolittle's close to hitting his point of weakness. Here is Miguel Rojas. Marlins manager is going to kind of scour his lineup and see if there's someone else that he might try to call on here. He kind of likes the matchup here with Rojas. He's going to go ahead and let him swing away. They'll have a chance to pinch hit for the pitcher spot coming up. So here we go. And a 2 on the D20 means it's either going to be passed ball or balk. No balk rating for Doolittle. Well, it could be a passed ball. No passed balls possible for Vogt. So that would have been a double play ball. They are, like I said, well, I didn't say it, but they are playing back right now. Looking for 2. They'll give up that. Actually, if they get 2, that will end the inning. So here's Rojas again. And look at that. Ground ball to short. That's going to go 6-4 to 3. And Doolittle gets out of the jam. No runs on 2 hits. And Rojas dials one up. That will most likely be it for Sean Doolittle. They'll let Narveson pitch the bottom of the 8th here. Got Alonso, Semien, and Vogt. Lefty here. Alonso leading off. And he's going to get a good piece of this one. This is at least going to be a single. Very small chance at a double. So a single for Alonso. Brings up Marcus Semien. He's going to swing away here. He's looking for the fence. And he gets underneath it, and that'll be caught on the pop-up by Hechavarria. Stephen Vogt. Narveson a 1, so that's no problem. Against the lefty, this will be a double 2-star if it's 1 or 2. Got to show you to make sure you know. Right there. Double 2. And a single 2-star otherwise. So that's going to, again, set up their opponents now. Marlins got that in the top half of the 8th, and now it's going to be Jed Lowry trying to score. Let me see. They're going to. The Marlins will be playing with the corners in, looking to come home. If it's shallow, if it gets to short, they want to be able to turn 2 and get out of this inning. Ballpark single chance, 1 to 8 would score a run. And it's right on the money. That is going to be a single, and in comes Alonso. Up to second goes Vogt, and first and second with 1 out. So He has 2 hits with after we reached to where he's going into his second inning. So they are going to pinch hit with. They'll go with Billy Butler. And the Marlins, they will go back to their pen here, I do believe. So that will be it for Narveson. They're going to match up with Butler. They will go with Kyle Barraclough. Narveson went 1 full inning. And we got to look up 0 injury. So, okay. First and second, Billy Butler will be the one who faces Barraclough. So here we go. Billy Butler. Chance to do some damage. Only 1 out, so that is not a clutch. And interesting, Billy Butler goes to the Yankees, and somehow he gets a clutch rating. That's fun. But anyway, that's going to be a ground ball to second. Everybody's going to move up a bag as there's only 1 out, so ground ball C. Second and third, Valencia struck out his last time, and they will pitch to him. They do not want to mess around with Coco Crisp, who already took 1 out of the yard. He's 2 for 4. Here's Valencia, second and third, 2 outs. And he strikes out again. Second strikeout in a row for Valencia. And Butler will go to the bench. The Athletics, they are going to, they will make a defensive sub here as well. They're going to bring in Tyler Leidendorf to play second. And they are going to bring in Ryan Madsen to close. So let's do the changes here. They're going to put Leidendorf. He came up when Coughlin got injured. He's going to play second base in the 9th. So let's go ahead and it's going to be Ryan Madsen looking to close this out. 4-1. Oakland is having a nice game here. Madsen not good at holding runners on. He does not want to see a runner get on at all, and he is a 1 injury guy. So, top of the 9th, 3 outs away are the Oakland Athletics, and it is the pitcher spot that will be the first to go for the Marlins, and they will start off with Justin Bohr here. Against Ryan Madsen. That was not a roll, by the way. I was just putting him down. Bohr against Madsen. Against a lefty, that's a walk. Oh, wait, why did I say against a lefty and I looked at the right side? Against a lefty, that is a fly ball to center. That'll be the first out. Let me clean that up there. That looks ugly. 1 away. D. Gordon. Against a lefty, 6'9", ballpark home run. He is weak power both sides, so this would be a single. 1-4 would be a single, and it's going to be a fly ball to the right fielder, Reddick. And finally, Hechavarria with 2 outs. Do they have another guy that would go better against? Yeah, they're going to go ahead and pinch hit with Derek Dietrich here. Manager leaving no stone unturned here. Here is Derek Dietrich. Let me get Hechavarria's card out so I don't accidentally roll on it. So here we go. Dietrich, 2 outs. And another 6 roll. 6-6. 1-12 would be a single. Yeah, gee, against a righty, that would have been a single outright. But against a lefty, it's a single 1-12. That is a single for Dietrich. They will not be holding him on. Christian Yelich now with 2 outs. Can the Marlins come back here? Getting interesting. And he's hit by a pitch. Hi, Ken. We're getting down to brass tacks here, and up comes Marcell Ozuna. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Ryan Madsen starting to feel that collar get a little tight around his neck right now. Here is, and granted, Ozuna's rating for being a clutch hitter is not so good. But let's see. Ozuna, first and second, 2 out. This is a tying run at the plate. Madsen needs to get him out here. Really needs to just close this down before anything worse happens. And he walks Ozuna, loading the bases. 4-1, bases are loaded. Ryan Madsen, another hitter walking. He's going to get tired. And here is Real Muto with a chance to maybe tie this ball game, go in the lead. All sorts of stuff could happen here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Marlins trying to mount a comeback here in the last inning, keep their streak alive. And here we go. That's going to be a ground ball to short, grabbing it Semien. Thankfully for the Athletics, he's throwing it to first in time. Ball game over. The Oakland Athletics make it interesting in the 9th. Wait a second. I missed it. They got a run there. That's fine. Still, it's 5-1. Wasn't a save situation at all, but Madsen sure made it interesting. So 5-1 is your final here from Oakland Coliseum. For some reason I missed that they got a run there. That's okay. Final's the same either way, really, as far as the result. Oakland goes to 3-2. Marlins drop to 3-2. So what's going to be really interesting in this season is that we have a lot of teams that are in the middle. Hey, Earl. 2 on the D20. Nice. I guess I missed it. Madsen. Let's see here. Vote is a 0. And Madsen, where are you, Madsen? And there goes Madsen's card on the floor. He's a 5 balk, so if we would have rolled, let's just for giggles, we will do this. If it's 4, well, I'm gonna roll it here. Balk, maybe 1-5. What was it? It was this mustard yellow guy here. That's close enough. I'm not starting it back up again anyway. Yeah, I think it can be easy to gloss over those D20s once you get going, but didn't mean to shortchange anybody. In fact, but the thing is that would have been the tying run at the plate there with Real Muto, and he grounded out. So, but a victory for. Let's see, did Rich Hill get the victory? He went 5 1/3, and they had the lead at the time. So yes, he will get a victory, although he's going to go on the shelf. Injured in the game here, so we will have to make amends for that. But not the most stellar outing for Fernandez. He went 6 1/3 innings, but he gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, and a total in the end 11 for the Athletics here. It was when Yelich was up. Yeah, well, that can hurt when it's maybe Yelich gets another chance and rolls a better outcome, but yeah, I'm not putting the cards back together. I could wipe some things away here. Actually, why don't we just do it? Here, we'll just do it. Here, we'll just do it. Let's get Madsen back out here. It's easy enough to do. Where is his card now? Where did I put you there, Ryan? There you are. Let's get it. So we figure that he did not get a passed ball. So where is Mr. Yelich here? He is right there. We'll give him another chance. My guess is that it will end up probably worse off than what they were before, but we'll see. 4-9 against a lefty. Ground ball to short. That's going to be Semien. We have to roll all these guys. And 3E22. 3 and 8 with runners. Well, it's a runner at first. 3 and 8. G3. They weren't holding anybody on, so that's a G3. And then 14 on the E22. That could be problems. Nope. Game over. So there, we'll just end it a little different. Yeah, I know you would have, but there. That saves Mads in a couple of... Did I just run out of tape? I don't think so. Maybe I did. Yeah, I might have. It's tough to tell. Hey, Juan. So, yeah. Anyway. That's that. I didn't mind giving it it's it's not too hard to fix things that are... I mean, if it were 2 innings away or previous, then that would have been a different story. But at this point, might or might not have been worth doing it. It's not a big deal. So anyway, I'm going to sign off here. Getting kind of warm in here anyway. It's this little room that I'm in is sort of a... gets to be kind of a hot box. No, it's okay. I understand. Can I play another game? I think Tabletop's probably got something on the radar here. But that would just be my assumption at this point. I don't know if I'm going to get to play another game today. I kind of have been, well, I did spend a little bit of time with the misses earlier, but, you know, you get to the point where you start playing, you know, more than a couple or 3 games, and they start sending search parties for you. But I would check out for tabletop maybe later. So, but yeah, it's I mean, it's not a big deal. But you know, we're rolling that D20. It means something. So when you see it being, when you see it and you miss it, you'd like to get. I mean, I've caught it after the fact. I would rather make do with it. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits for the Marlins. They did get the benefit of an error from the Athletics. I don't think they had an error. Left on base 1, 2, 3, 4. Miami left the bases loaded in the second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 guys left on base for them Marlins. And yeah, I must have I don't know if I hit the end or not. Yeah, I think I did. Oh well, it's fine. Left on base for the Athletics 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Hill, your winner. Loser will be Jose Fernandez, the late Jose Fernandez, and no save. You might get a hold or two out of that from Dolan Doolittle, maybe even Zipchinski. Thanks again, Tribe fan, for setting me straight on the pronunciation. I mean, I would rather... Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let me turn this around. It's kind of weird. Sometimes... I mean, I'd like to know. Just sometimes it's tough to... Sometimes it's tougher to swallow it than others. And I'm not sure why that is, but... If it's caught in the midst of a game, that's easier than when you find out in the comments after the game's over. Because then you start looking at things and saying, oh boy, that really changes the outcome, and then you feel kind of bad. I mean, you know, when it's the comments, you know, like the next day, you wake up at 5 in the morning and you had a chance to sleep till 7, and then you get this, you look at your phone and you're like, so-and-so commented, oh, by the way, you forgot that the defense should have played in there, and so it would have been a this or that or the other, you know. Lag. Yeah, lag makes it difficult. Yep. In any event, I have to make some amends here for Rich Hill being injured for basically 3 starts. So that'll take him up through a couple series here. Maybe 3 series, maybe 4. So I've got to look at who will be their starter in the meantime. They will have Chris Bassett be a starter here for a period. Let's see, they have Zach Neal. Could be Daniel Mengden or Andrew Triggs, one or the other. I just have to look and see who. Could also be Sean Manaea. He pitched quite a bit for them in that season, so it might be time to bring him into the fold with Hill out. Plus, Hill's a lefty, so you kind of bring in another lefty there. So that might make sense. We just have to see. I have to look at because I'd like to try and not bring in a guy who, you know, didn't start a game until like June. Granted, this is This is an extenuating circumstance, but even with that, I like to do my diligence and try to make sure that that I'm not sort of crossing a whole lot of strange lines of what do you call that, when anachronism or whatever. So, all right, been going on here long enough. I'm gonna get going and kind of clean this up and get ready to go. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in later. Maybe Tabletop Earl will have another game on his watch, so to speak. So thanks for watching. Oakland wins 5-1. You've been watching the Tenacious Baseball League on the Tabletop Baseball channel. Strat on, everybody, and have a good day.